measuring the rate of reaction. So I'm going to go through the equipment that you will need. At the back of the room you will find one of these, washing up bowl, and all your equipment will be in there. So we're looking at some rubber tubing and a bung. We're looking at a 100 milliliter conical flask. We have a 100 milliliter measuring cylinder, a 50 milliliter measuring cylinder, 2 different concentrations of hydrochloric acid. You've got 1 molar and 1.5 molar. You have strips of magnesium, a stop clock, and a clamp stand.
Okay, so the next stage is setting up the equipment. So start by putting your goggles on. Can't really see over my glasses. And we're going to start by measuring out 50 centimeters cubed of the acid using the small measuring cylinder. I have to keep my glasses on or I can't see. Remember to crouch down so that you're getting an accurate measurement. And then you're going to transfer carefully into this glass conical flask your 50 centimeters cubed of acid. Just pour it in there, like that. The next step is setting up the bit where we can measure the gas and actually break some rules. Okay, and we're going to use the big measuring cylinder and we're going to submerge that in water. You should have half filled your washing up bowl with water. If you fill it up with water, then we can invert it and we'll be able to catch the gas in our tube. Mr. Ahmed's going to clamp that with the clamp stand. Okay, and the idea is that you can use this delivery tube. I'll just get another one of those because we've got changed flasks. Absolute professionals, aren't we, sir?
Always.
Yeah. So we have a delivery tube, a bung with a hole in, and a rubber tube that comes out. And what you will do is you will clamp that rubber tube underneath your measuring cylinder. We'll put a photo of this in. We'll be able to show you in the classroom. And then what will happen is we'll add the magnesium to the acid and bubbles will be made.
Okay, the next stage is we're going to be adding the magnesium to our acid. You want to make sure that you have your stop clock ready. Either use your phone or the ones that we give you. Then you can collect your strip of magnesium. You are going to quickly but safely place it into the acid. Be sure that once you've dropped your magnesium to let your partner know exactly when so they can start the stop clock. Now, place the bung back into the conical flask and watch the reaction happen. And as you can see, bubbles start to form and that's what we're counting. And make sure that you take it every 30 seconds.
Every 10 seconds.
Every 10 seconds.
You need to record the number every 10 seconds, the volume of gas that has been produced, until you get 3 readings that are exactly the same. You need to fill these in on the table that is on your required practical sheet.